Imagine the vast, deep blue ocean. That stunning, vibrant color we all picture when we think of the sea. What if I told you that color is changing? That our beautiful blue planet is slowly, almost imperceptibly, turning a different shade? It's not a sci-fi movie plot. It's a reality that scientists are tracking right now. Stick around because we're diving deep into the mystery of the ocean's fading colors. For decades, we've looked at Earth from space and seen a breathtaking blue marble. But recently, satellites dedicated to monitoring our planet have detected a subtle but significant shift. Over the past 20 years, more than half of the world's oceans have changed color. The deep blues are becoming less intense, and in some areas, they're even shifting towards a greenish hue. This isn't just a random fluctuation. It's a widespread, consistent trend that has scientists deeply concerned. They're not just guessing. They're using sophisticated instruments like the Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer, or MIDIS, on NASA's Aqua satellite. This technology has been collecting data for over 2 decades, giving us an unprecedented long-term view of our ocean's health, and the picture it's painting is alarming. The vibrant blues are fading, and we need to understand why. So, what gives the ocean its color in the first place? It's a fascinating bit of science. When sunlight hits the water molecules are really good at absorbing the longer wavelengths of light, which are the reds, oranges, and yellows. But the shorter, blue wavelengths? They get scattered around, and some of that blue light gets reflected back to our eyes. That's why deep, clear water looks so brilliantly blue. It's basically a giant natural light filter. But there's another crucial player in this color game, life itself. Specifically, phytoplankton. These are microscopic marine algae, the foundation of the entire marine food web. They contain chlorophyll, the same pigment that makes plants on land green. When there's a lot of phytoplankton in the water, they absorb blue light for photosynthesis and reflect green light. So, an ocean teeming with these tiny organisms will look more greenish. The color of the ocean, therefore, is a direct indicator of what's living in its upper layers. A deep blue means less life, while a greener hue means a higher concentration of phytoplankton. It's a delicate balance, and that balance is now being disrupted. This color change is a massive red flag for the entire marine ecosystem. Think of phytoplankton as the grass of the sea. They are the primary producers. Tiny creatures called zooplankton eat them. Small fish eat the zooplankton. Bigger fish eat the small fish, and so on, all the way up to majestic creatures like whales and dolphins. If the phytoplankton population changes, it sends shockwaves up the entire food chain. And it's not just about the food. These microscopic powerhouses also produce about half of the oxygen we breathe. Yes, you heard that right. Every other breath you take comes from the ocean. So, a change in their population isn't just an ocean problem. It's a planet-wide problem that affects us all. The shifting colors are a visual symptom of a much deeper, more fundamental change happening beneath the waves. The prime suspect behind this oceanic makeover is climate change. Our planet is warming, and the oceans have absorbed a staggering 90% of the extra heat trapped by greenhouse gases. This warming has a profound effect on the ocean structure. The ocean is layered, with warmer, lighter water sitting on top of colder, denser water. This layering, called stratification, is becoming more stable and pronounced as the surface warms. Why is this a problem? Because phytoplankton need nutrients like nitrates and phosphates to grow, and these nutrients are typically found in the deeper, colder waters. The stronger stratification acts like a lid, preventing these vital nutrients from mixing up to the surface where the phytoplankton live. So, in some areas, the water is becoming clearer and bluer simply because the phytoplankton are starving. It's a marine desert effect. In other areas, the warmer temperatures might be favoring different types of phytoplankton, some of which could have different pigments, leading to the shift towards greener hues. The ocean is a complex system, and a small change in temperature can trigger a massive domino effect. To truly grasp the scale of this change, let's look at a historical comparison. If you look at ocean color maps from the early 2000s and compare them to today's, the difference is undeniable. While subtle to the naked eye from year to year, the long-term trend compiled from satellite data shows a clear pattern. Scientists have even created models to simulate what the ocean would look like without the effects of human-induced climate change. When they run these simulations, the significant color shift we're observing just doesn't happen. It is only when they add the documented rise in greenhouse gases into their models that the simulation matches the reality captured by the satellites. This is the smoking gun. It provides powerful evidence that the changes we're seeing are not part of a natural cycle, but a direct consequence of human activity. We are literally changing the color of our planet. Researchers around the globe are working tirelessly to decipher this complex puzzle. They're analyzing massive datasets from satellites, deploying autonomous floats and gliders that can measure water properties deep below the surface, and conducting lab experiments to see how different phytoplankton species react to warmer, more acidic, and nutrient-poor water. One of the lead authors of a recent major study on this topic said that seeing the real-world data match their climate change predictions was not a surprise, but it was frightening. It confirms that their models are correct and that the effects of climate change are already being felt in the fundamental biology of our oceans. This research isn't just academic. It is a race against time to understand the consequences of these changes so we can better predict future impacts on fisheries, global weather patterns, and the very air we breathe. The change isn't uniform across the globe. The data shows that low-latitude tropical and subtropical oceans are the most affected. These are the vast blue regions that are often considered the deserts of the ocean because they are naturally low in nutrients. As stratification intensifies here, these areas are becoming even less productive. This is particularly worrying because these regions cover a huge portion of the Earth's surface. The changes might be subtle, but they are happening over an enormous area. It's like watching the forest slowly thin out. You might not notice one or two trees disappearing, but over time, the entire ecosystem is transformed. This global shift is a powerful signal that the engine of our planet's climate system is being fundamentally altered. Ultimately, the ocean losing its color is more than just an aesthetic loss. It's a critical environmental signal. It's the planet's way of showing us, in a very visual way, that the ecosystems we depend on are under immense stress. The color of the ocean is a reflection of its health, and right now, it's telling us that it has a fever. This shift indicates deeper changes in the ocean's food web, its ability to store carbon, and its role in regulating our climate. It's a wake-up call that we can't afford to ignore. We're not just looking at a future problem. We are living in the midst of a global transformation that is unfolding right before our eyes. So, what can we do? The scale of the problem can feel overwhelming, but the answer begins with the cause: climate change. Reducing our carbon footprint, both individually and collectively, is the most important step. This means supporting policies that promote renewable energy, pushing for sustainable practices in industry and agriculture, and making conscious choices in our own lives, from how we travel to what we consume. We can also support organizations dedicated to ocean conservation and research. The more we understand about our oceans, the better equipped we are to protect them. The changing color of the ocean is a warning, but it's also a call to action. It is a chance for us to recognize the profound connection we have with our planet, Blue Heart, and to work together to ensure its vibrancy for generations to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the science of our world. Let us know in the comments what you think about this incredible phenomenon. See you next time.